Hi, YouTubers and wet shavers everywhere. It's MargaretGeorgeTune.com. I'm back with another Monday Morning Mailbag. Get yourself a cup of coffee, kick back, relax. Let's talk a little wet shaving and a few other things. What do you got this morning? Brand new coffee this morning. Hang on, let me get a sip. First time drinking it. First time. Hang on 1 minute. That's good. That's good. That's got a nice... It's supposed to be a medium roast, but it's got a nice, full-bodied flavor to it and taste. Wow, hang on. Yeah, that is really, really good. I was at my local Costco, and I picked up some of their Kirkland signature coffee right here. 120 cups right there, and this is their Summit Roast. It's organic, and it is a medium roast coffee, and you get about 120 of these K-cups. That's what I got here. K-cups for about $35. And here's what it looks like right here. K-cup right there, Kirkland. This is good. This is really, really good. And it's organic. It's USDA organic. It's fair trade certified. So if you're interested in those kinds of things in your coffee, check this out from Costco. And again, it's got the Keurig. See, it's got the Keurig symbol right here. Okay, so it's an official Keurig cup for Keurig coffee makers. And you know what? I don't know if we have, let me see, do we have any kind of barcode or anything on there? I don't know. Take a look. I don't think there's any kind of a barcode or anything there, is there? I don't think so. I'm gonna try to get the light with so the light doesn't reflect too much. No, I don't think there is. But it's a very, very flavorful cup of coffee. I am really, really surprised. So 120 of these for about $35, a little less than $35. And again, it's a medium roast, Summit Roast. They also had a breakfast blend, but I want to go with the medium roast. The breakfast blend is a light roast. We'll probably get that down the road sometime. And we are using our Indiana Jones coffee mug. This came courtesy of viewer Jamie Horn because we're on a new coffee adventure with the Kirkland Summit Roast coffee K-cups. So that's why we're using the Indiana Jones coffee mug. A big, big thank you again to Jamie Horn. Hang on 1 minute. Let me get another sip. Oh, that's terrific. And as we like to say in the show, a good hot coffee, a trusty mug. Let the caffeine go to work, gentlemen. Very, very flavorful. A nice bold, but not overly bold kind of a taste. Really, really good. I mean, I like this one a lot. And hey, if you're taking me along on your morning commute, thanks very much for the lift. Really do appreciate that. If you're listening to the audio podcast this morning via all those great streaming platforms like Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio. Thanks very, very much for tuning in. Really do appreciate that. Boy, we've got a great show for you this morning. Let me get another sip. Hang on. This is really, really good. And as I'm taking a sip, I can kind of take a sneak peek out of the corner of my eye. You probably saw it. Look at that. I banged my head there. Ow. That happened in the office. I was in the office and we have some shelving there. It's like the shelving, metal shelving. The corners and everything are nicely rounded, and they have some flip open doors, and it doesn't come all the way down. It kind of sits above your workstation. And I was reaching towards the back, and I didn't duck low enough, and I caught myself there. Ow. It's not bad. I think it looks a little worse than what it actually is. So hopefully that'll heal up. And I'm going to have to use an electric razor for a few days. I hate when that happens, but we'll use this one right here. I like this one a lot. We reviewed it on the channel. This is the Sajoy electric razor. And it's got 7 floating heads and 3 speeds. Here, right here, like this. That's a good one. Got a digital readout right there. You can see that. And that 94% charge, I charged this a few days ago. It seems to be holding the charge fairly well. Of course, if I'm not using it, then, they don't stay charged too long. Got a nice cover here. Oh, but here's the really neat thing about the Sajoy. Check out the review we did on it. The head is magnetic. That's magnetic. Check that out, okay? Cleans very, very easily, and if you just want to put it back on, it's magnetic. That is terrific. So my thanks to the folks at Sojoy for very kindly sending this to the channel, allowing me to share it with all the viewers. This is what I'm going to be using. This is what I'm going to be using to do my head shaves going forward here until this guy here heals up. So my apologies. It happens. I don't know. I think it happens to me more frequently than it does to other folks out there who are rocking the bald-headed look. I don't know. What do you do to avoid that? Maybe you're ducking lower than I am. Maybe maybe that's what's going on. Great to be with you this morning. We got a great show for you. And let me get over to my topics right here. We got a great viewer shaving tip from viewer Matt Armstead. Matt, thank you very, very much. Boy, wait until you see the Shave Den visit from Colonel Mully, Jim Mullins. Jim, thank you very, very much. This is awesome. Got the usual round of reminders and got some great refill comments. New wet shave gear. We're going to revisit a few items as well. And we got some great questions and comments. So all in all, a terrific show. So glad that you're here with me this morning. I hope you didn't bump your head. And I hope the weather is agreeable where you're at. We've got, at the time I'm recording this, we've got some bad weather coming in, and it was like 73 degrees today. It's going to be like 29 overnight, maybe 35, 36 the next day. Yeah, we're in that March area of up and down, but the day this airs is the second last day of March. That's right. Yeah, tomorrow is March 31st. Oh, yeah. That's when we select a winner in our giveaway. More on that later on in the show. But anyhow, great to be with you. I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me this morning. Hey, let's get the show kicked off like we do every week with a viewer morning shaving tip. Well, this morning's shaving tip comes from viewer Matt Armstead, and Matt writes, "Hi Mark, great 3MB. I love shaving the traditional way, using old-time vintage traditional shaving tools from razors, soaps, brushes, aftershaves, to mugs and bowls. So on the topic of talcum powder, I'm with Scott on this. I also use Taylor of Old Bond Street, George F. Trumper, and D.R. Harris talcum powders after every shave. I sprinkle the talc on one of my Simpson Badger brushes and then apply it to my face. The end result of using those talcum powders is very smooth. Highly recommend. Take care, Mark." And that is from Matt Armstead. That is a great shaving tip on applying talcum powder post-shave. All you got to do is get one of your shaving brushes and get a little bit of that talcum powder and just sprinkle a little bit on there and then apply it to your face that way. That is absolutely marvelous. Now, Jamie Horn very kindly sent the Parasso aftershave, post-shave powder. I believe, well, I call it a talcum powder, but I believe this is cornstarch based. And James Sefton sent the Yardley talcum powder. This is also very, very good. We like them both. They work very, very well. And I have just been placing it in my hands a little bit and then applying it to my face. Although Jamie did send along this wonderful brush here, kind of like a barber's brush. And we can do the same thing there. Sprinkle the talc on there and then apply it. Now, if you don't have a brush like this, get your shaving brush, your favorite shaving brush. Badger, I think synthetic would work as well. And just sprinkle a little bit of that talcum on there and then apply it to the face that way. I'm going to give that a try. So, Matt, thanks very, very much for a terrific shaving tip. And Matt already has an original signed George sketch. Here it is displayed in his shave den. Very honored and flattered by that, Matt. Thank you very, very much. But if you out there would like an original signed George sketch, just send me a shaving tip. Send that shaving tip to mondaymailbag@gmail.com, mondaymailbag@gmail.com. And if I use your shaving tip here on the Viewer Morning Shaving Tip segment of the Monday Morning Mailbag, you too will receive an original signed George sketch. So Matt, thanks again for a terrific shaving tip. Really do appreciate it. Okay, it's time for a shave den visit.
Grab your favorite shave soap, whip it up, rich and creamy, fill your cup, boom, lather. Hot towel ready, face feels prime. A classic shave, so smooth, so fine. 30 degrees, a light touch. Let the razor do the work, no need to rush. Shave like a pro, close and neat. A shave so smooth it can't be beat. Slap on your favorite splash, feel that glow. Shave complete, now you're ready to go. Oh, boom, shave complete, you're ready to go.
Well, this morning's Shave Den visit comes courtesy of viewer Colonel Mully, Jim Mullins, all the way from Japan. And he writes, well, the subject heading of his email reads, "Look what I found." And his email starts, "Mark, let me tell you a quick one. I was scrolling Mercari over here in Japan the other night, not really looking for anything, and I came across a vintage feather razor. Right away it caught my eye. It looked like a Gillette ball end tech, same kind of simple, no-nonsense design. The listing said unused, but I wasn't totally buying it. There was what looked like a bit of tarnish on the cap in the photos, just enough to make me skeptical. Still, something about it stuck with me, so I went ahead and picked it up. When it arrived, I opened the package expecting a decent vintage piece. Instead, every single part was still sealed in the original manufacturer's plastic, tight, untouched. I peeled the plastic off the cap, and that tarnish? Not tarnish at all, just the plastic messing with the light. Underneath was clean, bright, and basically brand new. So now I'm holding a brand new feather razor from 1961. Of course, I had a shave with it. I loaded a feather blade and went in expecting something mild, something like a ball end tech. Not even close. This thing is way more efficient. It's got real presence on the face and clear stubble fast, but still stays smooth and controlled. It honestly surprised me in the best way. I've used it a few times now, and every shave feels like I somehow reached back in time and pulled a brand new razor off the shelf. Figured you and the listeners would enjoy that one. I've attached some pictures so you can take a look. Well, they're gorgeous pictures. The razor's absolutely gorgeous. He wraps up here by saying, "Thanks for all you do, brother. Mully." Oh, and he also adds this as well. We wanted to mention this to you. Oh, by the way, I have a Zazzle shop now and just put out a line of shirts, towels, and mugs titled Respect the Steel. Pretty cool stuff. Yeah, we're showing those designs on screen right now. Yeah, very, very cool stuff. We'll link to Mully's Zazzle store below and also to his YouTube channel and his blog. Check out his blog. He's got some great information up there, and he even has one called "Can a Japanese Suribachi Replace Your Lathering Bowl?" That is really, really terrific. Check that out as well. But an absolutely wonderful, awesome, brand new razor, feather razor from 1961. Wow, congratulations on a wonderful find for your shave den. And in case you're wondering, Mercari is Japan's biggest online flea market app. It's a hugely popular buy and sell marketplace in Japan, basically their version of eBay, but faster, more mobile focused, and heavily used for secondhand goods, collectibles, electronics, clothing, and Japan-only items. I believe Mully was saying that there is a U.S. version of Mercari. You might want to check it out. I've also heard in my research of getting this description of Mercari that the Japanese Mercari is a little different than the U.S. Mercari. They're not exactly the same, but I'm sure the U.S. version will give you a good feel of what it's like shopping in Japan using a mobile app like that. But an absolutely fantastic vintage find for your shave den, Colonel Mully. Really, really wonderful. Congratulations. Enjoy that feather razor from 1961. Brand new feather razor from 1961. Wow, that is absolutely awesome. Thanks so much for sharing it with everyone this morning. Really do appreciate it. Well, here's your reminder to check out shavesplash.com. This is a website that was created by viewer Lee Meyer. If you happen to have a shave soap, but you don't have an aftershave splash for it, well, shavesplash.com is a scent matching website. So you'll be able to find a complimentary aftershave scent that will go with that shaving soap. Really, really terrific. And they also have some great articles and features up there. So check it out. We'll have the link below, shavesplash.com, from viewer Lee Meyer. Well, the channel now has auto dub technology courtesy of Google and YouTube. And as the name suggests, it will automatically translate this audio from English into Italian, German, Portuguese, Spanish, or French. Pretty amazing. Simply click on the gear in the lower right of the video screen. A menu will pop up, and there you can select the language that you wish to hear the audio in: Italian, German, Portuguese, Spanish, or French. It translates it from English to any of those languages in real time, on the fly. Pretty amazing. Auto dub. Check it out. Well, here's your weekly reminder that the Monday Morning Mailbag is also available as a podcast. Simply get up to your favorite streaming service and search for Monday Morning Mailbag and more, Monday Morning Mailbag and more, and the Monday Morning Mailbag podcast, as well as our other podcast, Second Cup, will come right up. Both of those podcasts are available on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, YouTube, and now iHeartRadio. Viewer Aaron Watson sent along this heads up regarding the Maggard Meetup for 2026. Aaron, thank you very, very much. His email heading reads, Maggard 2026 Meetup. Hey Mark, just thought I would pass this along for the 3MB. Thanks, Aaron Watson. He included the link. We'll include the link below so you can check it out and get a ticket. Here's the Cliff Notes version of what's going on this year with the Maggard Meetup for 2026. Maggard Razors will host its 9th annual wet shaving meetup on April 25th, 2026 from noon to 4 p.m. at 124 South Winter Street in Adrian, Michigan. After drawing more than 185 attendees last year, the 2026 event will cap attendance at 180 and feature up to 18 vendors. A $36 ticket includes a $14 meal voucher for select downtown restaurants, complimentary drinks throughout the day, entry into over 100 door prize drawings for those who purchase tickets before April 23rd, vendor samples, and a massive pay-it-forward table for swapping gear. Attendees can also meet well-known artisans from across the wet shaving community. An informal after-meet gathering will take place that evening at the Hampton Inn and Suites, which also offers a preferred group rate. Several other nearby hotels are available as well. So there it is. All the information regarding this year's Maggard Meetup for 2026. We'll have a link to the page below where you can get tickets and check out all the information in detail. I've got my ticket. I hope to see you there. And here's another reminder that the Razor Company is having their meetup the very next day after the Maggard Meetup. That's right, the Razor Company's meetup is on Sunday, April 26th, 2026, from 12 noon to 4 p.m. They're going to have food and swag bags for everyone. They're located at 2678 Orchard Lake Road, Sylvan Lake, Michigan, 48320. We'll have a link to the Razor Company's website where you can contact them and get more information. The Razor Company Meetup, Sunday, April 26th, 2026, from 12 noon to 4 p.m. Hey, one more reminder. Tomorrow we're selecting the winning name in the St. Patrick's Day Luck o' the Lather giveaway. That's right, tomorrow's March 31st, 2026. That's the deadline. We're selecting a winning name. We'll have a link below to the video where you can check it out, where you can enter. To enter, subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave a comment below that video. And it's open to everyone around the world, open worldwide. But tomorrow's the deadline, so get up there and subscribe, like, leave a comment to enter, and good luck to everyone. Well, what do you know? Coffee's getting low, that time of the show. Let's go back for a refill. Well, great to be with you this morning. I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me. I hope you went back for a refill. I sure did. Hang on 1 minute. Let me get another sip here. That is really, really good. Once again, from Costco. If you're a member of Costco, check it out. Kirkland Signature Coffee. This is the Summit Roast right here. Okay, there it is right there. 120 K-Cups right there. Organic, medium roast. USDA organic, fair trade certified. How about that? This is terrific. Really a flavorful cup of coffee. Like this one a lot. And again, 120 of these cups for about $35, less than $35. Look, it's filled. look at the size of that. I mean, look at it. It's just look at that. There it is. My gosh. Yeah. You probably saw it kind of sitting there like that, and maybe a couple of other segments. I got to push it out of the way there because that's a big box there. I mean, when you go to Costco and you buy something, I mean, you buy an item. My gosh, they give you a lot. I mean, yeah. How long is it going to take me to get through all this coffee? My God, it's going to be like shaving soaps in the shave den, right? I'm good until 2023. No, 3033. I think I think is what folks say in the wet shaving community. A century worth of shaving soap, a century worth of Kirkland coffee, the Summit Roast. And again, they also have a breakfast blend. I'm going to try that down the road as well. So really, really terrific. And again, because we're on a new coffee adventure, here is my Indiana Jones coffee mug, courtesy of viewer Jamie Horn. Jamie, thank you very, very much. Boy, this is terrific. Check out that badge art right there. Isn't that great? Isn't it awesome? That is just absolutely awesome. Let me just hold it like that now. I'll zoom in so you can see it. So the picture and the lighting doesn't fluctuate too much. Isn't that great? That's just awesome. And again, we like to use this mug when we're trying out a brand new coffee, and that's why we're using it this morning, because this Summit Roast from Costco, Kirkland, is first time we're using it. First time we're drinking it on the Monday Morning Mailbag. One more sip. That is really, really good. But is it healthy? Hey, if you want to find out if the coffee you're drinking is healthy, has health benefits, check out the Black Coffee Life, Mantic 59's website, where he talks about all the health benefits of drinking black coffee. And also check out the Lockhorns. Someday we'll look back on this and quickly change the subject. A hardcover collection of great Lockhorns cartoons. And again, we're still early in the year, so if you need a calendar, check out the Lockhorns 2026 Laugh a Day calendar. Each day will bring you a wonderful Lockhorns cartoon and a lot of smiles. Absolutely. Both of those by my good friends Bunny Hoest and John Reiner. Okay, one more sip here and then on to some of these refill comments. This morning, we've got this from Andrew Hill, 1965. Good morning, Mark. Great show with tons of info. I'm sad to hear about Tombach. It's a go-to for me. I'll be picking up another puck before it's gone. As far as the Maggard Meetup, I'm going to be there. Looking forward to it. See you there again this year, Mark. Have a great week. Andrew, remind me, we got to get a picture together. That would be great. Looking forward to seeing you as well and everyone at the Maggard Meetup. So thanks very much for that. And yeah, boy, oh boy, I'm just so sad to hear the Tombach is going away, at least the shave soap and the shaving stick. Now, the shaving cream will still be around, as will the aftershave and some of their other grooming products. But yeah, if you've never tried Tombach, get online and get some before it's gone. The price is going to slowly climb as it becomes more and more scarce. Although we've got some other opinions regarding that, maybe some other information that we will share with you. Thanks again for that, Andrew. Really do appreciate that. For instance, Well, this comes from Charlie5970. I hope they keep making the cologne and deodorant. I'm looking for a good shave company that has shaving, deodorant, and cologne. Tabak is one of the few. I haven't tried them yet. I plan on getting a sample for Maggard. Tabak is terrific. I love the aftershave. I love the shave soap. I love that scent. The scent is great, and really, really, really do like it. I hope you're able to get some, Charlie. It really is good stuff. Now here we got this from Lucas Leyland, okay? We got this from him. Here's what he says. Only Tabak refills will no longer be produced. Soaps in ceramic bowls don't disappear from the market. I don't know. Lucas, thank you very, very much. But from what I'm hearing is that both the soap in the ceramic bowl and the refills and the shave stick are going away. So I don't know if you've got... if you can verify this information, please comment below and let us know. Or if anybody else has heard something similar, please let us know. I'm not trying to be argumentative or debate the issue, but this is some information that I might not have access to. So please, if you could give us some more details, really would appreciate that. Thank you very, very much. 10 fluid ounces, 30 minutes writes, a few other discussions about Tabak soap have been made online, and the situation looks like Tabak in the glass bowl and refill stick will still be produced. Anyone knowing any details, please share. Please share what you know. 10 fluid ounces, 30 minutes. Thank you very much. Again, just as Lucas Leyland had said. So maybe Tabak isn't fully going away. Maybe we'll still have the ceramic bowls with the soap in there and not just the refills. Maybe they just want people to buy the entire bowl and soap in one fell swoop. And I don't know. I'm just speculating here. But 10 fluid ounces, thank you very, very much for that. Really do appreciate that. It lines up with what Lucas was telling us. Thanks very, very much for that. Really do appreciate it. Let's see. Graham 4210 says, yep, glass jar is still to be made and refill stick. So big false alarm. Grahams, thank you very, very much for this information. So folks, I have some viewers saying that it's going away, and I have other viewers saying, nope, not so fast. Not all of it is going away. So it looks like the shave bowls with the soap will still be available, as well as the shaving stick, as I understand it. If anyone has an official announcement from the company that produces Tabak, please comment below or email it to me at mondaymailbag@gmail.com. That would be very, very helpful. So a little bit of a mystery going on, and that's okay. It's a great discussion, and look at how many wet shavers really, really love and appreciate Tabak, because it's great, great shaving soap. As a matter of fact, I had another shave again with the non-tallow recipe, non-tallow formula, and I got a great shave. I really did get a great shave. And I understand some folks really prefer the tallow version, which is no longer available. And the non-tallow version, you know what? To me, they're very, very close. Your mileage may vary, but boy, oh boy, it's just a great scent and great, great performance. So if you've never tried it, you need to experience Tabak in the shave bowl with that great scent, and get some aftershave splash as well. It's terrific. Grams 4210. Thank you very, very much for that. Really do appreciate that. Roger Stanley 7948 writes, you make Mondays a day to look forward to. I'm sorry about the scammer impersonator, but glad the situation has been addressed. Well, it's time for a third cup of coffee. Thanks for the company and another great visit. Roger, thank you very, very much for that. Really do appreciate it. We had a scammer infiltrate the Luck of the Lather giveaway. We addressed it. We blocked him. We removed all of his comments, and we reported it to YouTube. And I'm thinking that YouTube took the appropriate action. And again, just as a reminder, I never reply to comments in giveaway videos. And I do so because I don't want my name in the hopper interfering with the final entry count. And this way also, if someone is up there using my name, you know it's not me, you know it's a scammer. So just so you know, I never, ever reply to comments in video giveaways. I just let everyone enter and comment, and I say during the video giveaway, thank you for all your kind words, comments, and support. Really do appreciate it. And that way, my name doesn't get in the hopper and interfere with the final count and all the entries and that sort of thing. And by extension, that way, if you see my name there, you know it's not me. It's probably a scam, or it is a scammer. So thanks again to Jim from Northfield, James Gaza, for pointing that out. He gave us the heads up on that, as did some other viewers. So thank you very, very much, folks. And again, we'll try to be a little more vigilant and make sure scammers don't interfere with our fun. Roger, thank you very, very much for the kind words. This comes from Jason NYC 2006. Mark Zarady, another great 3MB show. I used vintage Williams mug soap for the first time recently. I now know why people rave about it. The lather whipped up and lasted long. Also, the slickness was amazing. I'm so happy to hear Jim is doing better. Prayers continue for Jim and Beth. God bless you. Yeah, we got some great news last week from Beth Jones. Her husband, Jim, is making an almost 100% recovery from his stroke. That's great, great news. He's going to be exploring the traditional wet shave as well, according to what Beth shared with us. And Williams Mug Shave Soap. Wow, I hope you didn't pay an arm and a leg for it, because that's another soap that's no longer being made. And if you can get it at a nice price point, snap it up and give it a go. And I'm wondering what you have. Do you have something that was made recently, or do you have something that's a little more vintage? Because there is a little difference in formulation, although some other wet shavers out there just loved it as it was made 20 years ago, as it was made, 3, 4, 5 years ago. They didn't see any difference in it. Just like we've been talking about Tabak tallow and Tabak non-tallow. Your mileage may vary. But hey, Jason, if you want to share more thoughts and experiences with the Williams Mug Shave Soap, please drop me a line or comment below. Really do appreciate that, Jason. This comes from Heiko Retzler. And he says, good morning, Mark. Yes, my name is Heiko, but I am not Heiko Shaves with his great channel. My apologies. I read Heiko Retzler's comment last week, and I assumed it was Heiko Shaves. So my apologies. And thank you very much for the clarification. He continues here. We both have the same name, Heiko, and we both love classic wet shaving. But I live in Germany, and Heiko from Heiko Shaves lives and works in the U.S. Great show again. Thanks for your great work. Heiko from Germany. Heiko, thank you very much for the clarification. My apologies to you and Heiko Shaves for the confusion. But great that you're both here in the discussion from time to time. And I'm just so very, very happy that you both tune in. And Heiko Shaves has a great channel. We'll link it below so you can check it out. Heiko from Germany, thanks again very, very much. This comes from Philip Baker, 2302. Thank you, Mark, for another great 3MB. Great news. Glad to hear Mr. Jim is doing better. I pray for his speedy recovery. Yeah, we got some really, really wonderful comments from members of the wet shaving community and supporters on this channel. A lot of prayers went out to Jim Jones, Beth Jones' husband, and we're so very, very grateful and happy that those prayers were answered and that he's making a great, great recovery. So, Philip, thanks very, very much for that. Really do appreciate that. Roderick McLeod writes, really great news for Mr. and Mrs. Jones. Yes, absolutely, Roderick. Thank you very much for your support on that one. Scott Martin, 5534. So happy to hear Jim is going to be fine. Great news. Congratulations to Jim and Beth. And Beth, that big yellow chair is a statement piece. Wow. Cheers, Scott Martin. And check out last week's Monday Morning Mailbag. Jim and Beth are sitting in this wonderful large chair at their home back in Tennessee before they moved to Texas. And it really is a terrific photo. And yeah, I agree. That is a definite conversation piece of a chair. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. Check it out, last week's Monday Morning Mailbag. That's terrific. Steve M. 1563 writes, great to hear Beth Jones' husband is doing well. Have a great week, Mark. Steve, thanks so much for sending those good thoughts along. Really do appreciate that. It was just wonderful news. When I opened up that email and read it, boy, I was just elated. Yeah, really, really wonderful news. Beth is such a wonderful supporter of this show and this channel. She was here early on when the channel first launched, and she has really supported it in many, many ways. So I'm so grateful and thankful to everyone out there in the wet shaving community and all the subscribers and viewers of this channel that they rallied to Beth in her time of need with thoughts and prayers and good positive thoughts going their way. Yeah, it works. The power of prayer works, my opinion. It does. It really does. I got this from Bill Murphy. Great show again, Mark. Glad to hear the good news on Beth Jones' husband and hope all goes well with them. Love PAA Irish coffee and use it all year round and almost every week. Have a great week. Yeah, we talked about Phoenix Shaving offering Irish coffee at 2 and Twee. Yeah, 3 great seasonal scents for March. Boy, oh boy, today is the 30th. I think they're only going to run through March. So if you want any of those, especially Irish coffee, I have that as well. It's terrific. Get up to Phoenix Shaving and get it before it's gone, because I think it's just a March seasonal release. So you got 2 days. You've been warned. Twee, Et2, and Irish coffee. Bill, thanks very much for the reminder on those. Really do appreciate it. This comes from JTNT9K. Great news about Jim Jones. Absolutely. JT, thank you so much for your thoughts and prayers for Jim and Beth. Really do appreciate that. Robert Fagan, 3970, writes, Hey, Mark, fantastic Monday morning mailbag yet again. And absolutely wonderful news about Beth's husband, Jim. After only reading Beth's comments and never knowing what she looks like, her picture is exactly what I thought it would be. Beth and her husband, Jim, look like really kind, fun, and amazing people with huge hearts. And from what I've seen of Beth through the comments section, I know that to be true and a whole lot more. My continued love, prayers, and support for both Beth and Jim all the way from Ireland. Wow, JT, thank you very, very much for those long-distance prayers, which are not long-distance at all. I mean, they get right to the main man, and he takes care of stuff. So thank you very much for that. Really, really do appreciate that. That's very, very nice. Beth Jones wrote, Good morning, Mark. Great 3MB as always. I am so grateful for all the well wishes for Jim. Every day we are seeing small improvements, and that is so encouraging. A bit of news here. I am slowly converting Jim to wet shaving. Jim has a coarse, heavy beard, and quite frankly, I believe he might actually be a Viking. He hasn't given up his multi-blade razor yet, but at least he is using the Henson with his first pass. Small steps. That's great. I think, yeah, that was so surprising to read. And I knew this ahead of time, which is why I said earlier, he's going to give the traditional wet shave a try. And there's confirmation right there. Beth, great news in 2 different areas right there. His recovery and also slowly coming to the traditional wet shave. That's absolutely fantastic. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful to hear. And that wraps up this week's refill segment. My thanks to everyone who contributed. Really do appreciate it. We'll do it again next week. Okay, let's check out some new wet shaving gear. We received this from viewer Steve Gregory regarding the Frank Shaving Special Edition Manchurian Finest Badger Hair Shaving Brush. And Steve writes, Good morning. Anyone adding any shave soap or shaving cream to your shaving regimen, no matter if you use a safety razor, cartridge razor, or straight razor, will enhance it immensely with this Frank Shaving Special Edition Manchurian Finest Badger Hair Shaving Brush. A lot of people think there's no difference in brushes. I've had more experience with Badger brushes than synthetic ones. They are all great, although I have not had any experience with horsehair brushes. But as I said, they are all great. One benefit of the large Badger brush is that it retains heat very well for a rich, warm, boom lather. As I said, all are great. Just remember, with the badger or boar hair brushes, you need to soak them for a minute or two and give them a couple of shakes afterward prior to stirring up your boom lather. I hope this is helpful to fellow wet shavers, and as always, your mileage may vary. I hope everyone enjoys their favorite shaving regimen. By the way, through my own personal experience, the vintage Schick Krona twist-to-open safety razor is a wonderful razor for any wet shaver. It's a good, inexpensive, underrated vintage razor that's great for a beginner, as a daily driver, or even a travel razor. All my best to everyone. Steve Gregory in Kentucky. Hey, Steve, thanks very much for a great review on the Frank Shaving Badger shaving brush. Folks, we'll have a link to it below. And thanks also for the heads up on the Schick Krona vintage razor. And again, if you look for those, from what Steve says, it looks like they come in at a really, really nice price point, even though they're vintage. Probably find them in really, really good shape. And again, with dads and grads right around the corner, if you find one for the graduate in your life or for Father's Day, a great vintage razor like that, that's great for a daily driver, also mild enough for a beginner, really, really good choice. So a couple of great items for dads and grads. It's going to be right around the corner before you know it. The Frank Shaving Manchurian Badger Hair Shaving Brush and the Schick Krona Vintage Twist to Open Razor. Steve, thanks again very, very much. Well, are you looking for something to hold all your razors in your shave den? Viewer Roger Stanley sent along this recommendation, and he writes, "Hi, Mark. I'm passing on some information for wet shavers who may be looking for a sturdy, attractive option for holding razors. I had heard of guys finding test tube holders and racks at dollar or crafting stores, but couldn't find anything locally in Edmonton. But I did find a really nice option on Amazon and wanted to share it with others. The brand is Eisco. That's spelled capital E-I-S-C-O. I believe that's how it's pronounced. The brand is Eisco and is an attractive solution for those who may be looking for something. I've attached a few photos. $25 US, $35 Canadian. It's a great price in my humble opinion for this nicely balanced and assembled hardware. Have a wonderful week and see you Monday for coffee on the Monday Morning Mailbag. And that's from Roger Stanley out of Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. That looks like an absolutely wonderful option. Thanks so much for sending along, Roger. It's the Eisco wooden test tube rack. Accommodates 6 tubes, or in this case, 6 razors. And it gives you the dimensions here, and it's only $19.49 US. And again, he said it was $25 US, $35 Canadian. Looks like the price may be fluctuating a little bit, but from what he gave me, looks like it's $19.49. And it looks wonderful. A great test tube rack for holding your razors from the folks at Eisco. Roger, thanks very much for sending us along. Great price point and a great piece of hardware for storing and displaying your safety razors in your shave den. Roger, thanks again very, very much. Well, we recently heard from Mark Denton of Denton Majick, and he's got some new offerings coming up very, very soon. And he said, Mark, I'm back. I got some new offerings, and we're going to share those with you down the road, but wanted to remind you of everything that he has available right now on his website. So check it out. Here's a great one right here. Colonial Oud. Boy, this is terrific. Love, love, love this scent. And as he writes here, Colonial Oud, a refined homage to Acqua di Parma's Colonia Oud. Colonial Oud is the perfect balance of brightness and depth. Oh, that's nice. This is oud done differently. Clean, fresh, effortlessly sophisticated, the kind of scent that keeps you coming back for another inhale throughout the day. I agree with that. Yeah, that is marvelous. Colonial Oud from Denton Majick. We also talked about this one. I absolutely love this one. You'll have to check out the review, and we're gonna use it again in a review, no doubt about it. Pink Floyd, check that out. Floyd the Barber. in a pink label, Pink Floyd. And as Mark writes, Pink Floyd, I've always been a fan of Pinot Clubman Musk. To my nose, it's a tad darker and a little more mysterious than regular Clubman. Floyd the barber would have loved this one, and I'm pretty sure he probably had a similar concoction down at Floyd's barbershop. Yeah, this is great. I love this scent. If you love Clubman, you're going to love this. Yeah, it's a little darker, and it definitely has more depth, a little more sophistication. This is terrific. I like this one a lot. We're going to use it again. Floyd the Barber, Pink Floyd right there. Check that out. Yeah, this is a good one. No doubt about it. And we also have here Father's Day Classic right here. Check that out. Look at that artwork. Isn't that great? That's fantastic, fantastic artwork. Really, really love that. And you know what? Before you know it, it's going to be Father's Day. So this is a great one for Father's Day. And as they write here, Father's Day Classic, inspired by Creed Boy do Portugal. The top note is bergamot, the middle note is lavender, and the base notes are vetiver, cedar, ambergris, and sandalwood. And as Mark writes here, this scent has been in our Scent Your Own line for quite a while, but I recently revisited it and came to the conclusion that this needs to be a classic Father's Day offering. For whatever reason, the scent takes me back to Sunday mornings with Dad at church. Yeah, boy, this is a great, great scent. Let me just pop that off there like that. Oh, man, this is fresh. Got a great barbershop vibe going on. This is manly and masculine, yet fresh. Boy, this is really, really wonderful. And the other thing I really, really like about Denton Majick shave soaps is that they're available in these 2.5 ounce jars. These are great space-saving jars for the shave den. You can also grab these and throw them in your DOP kit along with the aftershave splash. Well, let's get the Father's Day there so it matches up. You can get these and throw these very easily into your DOP kit, especially if you're doing a road trip for a week or a long weekend, something like that. Absolutely perfect. Just scoop out some, put it in your I was going to say travel shaving bowl or whatever shaving bowl you take along in your DOP kit, and this will make a great lather. This is a great scent. But again, I love the size that these many of the shave soaps are available in, the 2.5 ounce size. Nice price point. They pack a lot of soap in here. Great space saving size. And also you can throw them into your DOP kit very easily and get out the door for that long weekend. Really, really terrific. So stay tuned. Denton Majick has some new offerings coming up in the weeks and months ahead here. We'll be sharing those with you, but also wanted to give you a reminder and heads up that they're still up there and they got some great, great shaving soaps available. Great shaving soaps, great shaving splashes, aftershave splashes available. So check it out. We'll have all the links below. Mark, thanks very much for sending the heads up to the show. Really, really do appreciate that and allowing me to share all these great items with all the viewers out there. Denton Majick will have links below. Give it a look. Well, here's another reminder of a great product you can incorporate into your post-shave routine from the folks at Sonic Care, Caddise Whipped Tallow Balm. And Eric Zhang and everyone at Sonic Care very kindly extended to all the viewers out there a special promotion, 30% off Caddise Whipped Tallow Balm. We'll have the link below, and this offer is valid until April 30th, 2026. So if you want to try a really, really terrific Whipped Tallow Balm, check out Caddise from Sonic Care. 30% off until April 30th, 2026. We'll have the link below. Give it a look. And that wraps up this week's look at new wet shaving gear. My thanks to everyone who contributed. Really do appreciate it. We'll do it again next week. Okay, let's check out some of these questions and comments. Hey, we received this shave routine from viewer Steve Gregory, and he writes, This looks like a regimen you and some others may enjoy. Naked Armor Shaving Scuttle with American Amber. Spread into the scuttle with what I call the trifecta, pre-soaking a large Frank's Badger brush in a cup of hot water to create a nice, warm, boom lather. Hardware being a Rex Envoy XL razor with a Gillette 7 o'clock green razor blade. After using an alum block, rinse, pat dry, apply splash. Clean and dry the scuttle, razor, and dry the brush. At this point, the splash has absorbed into your skin. Now apply the balm. This is one of my favorite routines. Hope this is helpful to everybody. Your mileage may vary. All my best to everyone. Steve Gregory in Kentucky. Cheers. Hey, Steve, this is great. And I especially like applying the splash and then going about cleaning your shaving gear. Rinsing it and drying it off. And that gives the aftershave splash a little time to evaporate, absorb into the skin, that sort of thing. Then you apply the balm. That is terrific. Thanks very much for that, Steve. Really, really do appreciate it. Folks, what is your favorite shaving routine? Please comment below and let us know, and we'll share it with all the viewers out there. Steve, thanks again very, very much. Hey, Tim Whitcup sent along this heads up. There's a marvelous article on Sharpologist.com, and we will link this. Mantic59 is looking at the most popular double-edge safety razors by sales. Here's a screenshot, but he goes in depth on each of these razors. He's updated this article for 2026, and as he writes here, there are lots of articles about the best double-edged razors, even on Sharpologist. But what are the most popular double-edged razors by sales in today's market? There are more choices than ever, from small artisans to big multinational businesses. This is another major update to my original article of 2019. We're going to link that article below so you can read it in its entirety, because there's a lot of great information there on all the razors that we've listed here in this image that Tim very, very kindly sent along to the channel. Tim, thank you again very, very much. So check it out. We'll link Sharpologist.com below, and you can find out what is the most popular double-edged safety razor by sales. My thanks to Tim for sending this along, and a big, big thank you to Mantic59 for compiling all this data. We'll have a link below where you can read all about it on Sharpologist.com. Viewer Joel Toronto sent along this heads up. It's a YouTube video called A Brief History of the Shave Brush. We're going to link it below. It looks really, really interesting. It's done in the YouTube Shorts format, so it is a portrait, but you'll see everything in frame there. Really, really fascinating. They give a brief history of the shaving brush. So a big thank you to Joel Toronto for sending this along. We'll have the link below, folks. Give it a look. Thanks again to Joel. Really do appreciate it. Well, many, many times on this show, you've heard me talk about Bunny Hoest, John Reiner, and that wonderful cartoon feature that they produced together, the Lockhorns. Well, the Lockhorns was created by Bunny Hoest's husband, Bill Hoest. And Bunny and Bill worked side by side, creating and producing that feature for many, many years. And another cartooning friend, Adrian Sinnott, sent along a link to a YouTube video, which is one of the last interviews that Bill did before he passed away. This interview is from 1987. He talks about the Lockhorns cartoon feature. And underneath the video in the description area, there's a wonderful biography on Bill Hoest. So this will give you a little bit more background on the Lockhorns, its original creator. He mentions Bunny in the interview. It's just really, really terrific. A time capsule of an interview done by, I think, a local news station where they lived. So you'll want to give it a look. Bill Hoest interview from 1987, one of the last interviews he did before he passed away. The Lockhorns creator, he and Bunny producing that comic feature for many years together, and now Bunny and John Reiner having now produced it for many more years. A terrific, terrific cartoon feature, the Lockhorns. give this interview a look. One of Bill Hoest's last interview, and you'll learn a little bit more about the Lockhorns. My thanks to Adrian Sinnott for very, very kindly passing along this link. We'll have the link below. Give it a look. Well, we always talk about coffee here on the Monday Morning Mailbag, and it's a great morning brew to start your day. And I wanted to share with you something that I've been making for my breakfast routine. It's called overnight oats. I happened to discover this online. Have you seen this overnight oats? Well, let me share with you my recipe for overnight oats. I am really, really loving this for breakfast. It's kind of a grab and go kind of a breakfast item, although you don't really have to grab and go. I mean, you can you can very, very easily eat it in your own kitchen before you head out the door. But if you want to grab and go with it, you can do that too. This is terrific. Now, it's made with old-fashioned 100% whole grain rolled oats. This is what you want. I bought this at Costco, so I've got a lot of rolled oats. And believe me, I'm using them. This is really, really a terrific breakfast concoction, I guess you could call it. But you want to go with Quaker Oats, old-fashioned rolled oats, not the instant. Just want to point that out to you. So if you're a member of Costco, this is what you want to get right here. Okay, here is the recipe. Well, let me show you what it looks like right here. Here it is right here. I just pulled it out of the refrigerator. That's it right there. Now, here's the idea. You mix it up. You mix up all the ingredients, you put it in the refrigerator overnight, okay, then you pull it out, and the oats and all the other ingredients become really, really nice and creamy. You can eat it cold, or you can warm it in the microwave a little bit. It really is a terrific breakfast item. And again, because it's in a glass jar, or if you want to make it a plastic jar, grab and go, that sort of thing. Now, here are the ingredients. Half a cup of the old-fashioned rolled oats, half a cup of milk, or you can use almond milk, whatever that you prefer. 1 tablespoon of plain Greek yogurt. 1.5 to 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, real peanut butter, just peanuts and salt. I like 1.5 to 2 tablespoons. You can go with 1 tablespoon. You can tweak it however you like. A half teaspoon of honey. I like to use Manuka honey, and also drizzle a little regular honey in there as well. And a spoonful of frozen berries. Now, I buy the frozen berries at Costco. They're blueberries, raspberries, and blackberries. You can go with just frozen blueberries if you want to, but I like the variety of the raspberries, blackberries, and blueberries. Now, here are the instructions on how to make overnight oats. You add the oats to a 16-ounce mason jar. You pour in the milk, half a cup of milk. You add the Greek yogurt, the peanut butter, the honey, and the frozen berries. Stir well, seal, and refrigerate overnight. Now, for a warm, creamy texture, you can microwave it again for about a minute, minute and a half at 50% power. Stir and enjoy. It really is terrific. Now, it's best on day 2 or day 3 of being in the refrigerator because the oats get smoother and thicker. You can adjust the milk for thickness. Less milk becomes a little thicker, a little more milk, it gets a little creamier. The frozen berries melt into the oats and add a natural sweetness. It really is terrific, and I've really, really been enjoying this. So there you go. A lot of people talking about overnight oats online, and I've been doing this for the past couple of weeks, and I'm really, really enjoying this as part of my breakfast routine. So we'll have the instructions and the ingredients below. You can tweak it however you want. Go up to YouTube and just type in overnight oats, and you'll see a lot of different people talking about what they add to their overnight oats. I think some people add chia seeds and some other things. Some people add a little bit of cinnamon, that sort of thing. The ingredient list that I have right now is very, very basic, and I like it, and it agrees with me, and I find it to be very, very tasty and very, very satisfying. It takes me right through the entire morning to lunch without feeling hungry or anything like that. It's terrific. If you want to add a banana in the morning or a piece of toast, or maybe even crack a single egg and scramble that up, you can do that as well with your overnight oats and just kind of have those items on the side, or just have the overnight oats by themselves. But it really, really is a terrific, terrific breakfast option. Just wanted to share that with you this morning. Overnight oats, go up to YouTube and do a little research on that and see how people are preparing them. But basically, you add all those ingredients, you seal the container, put it in the refrigerator overnight, pull it out. You can eat it cold, warm it up. I find it to be a little bit better on day 2 or day 3, but again, your mileage may vary. Overnight oats, give it a look. And that wraps up another Monday Morning Mailbag. Thanks so much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. Please share, please subscribe, please like. Hit that bell so it'll give you a yell the next time I upload a video. Comment below. Let me know. Check out my Amazon product page at amazon.com/shop/Mark Zarady, where you'll find all the Amazon listed products that I review in this channel, organized and categorized so you can find everything in a snap very easily. I'll leave you with this laugh. Hey, we have another double take cartoon puzzle this week. Try to find the differences between the 2 cartoon panels. If you need more time, just pause the video, or try to find all the differences before time runs out. Thanks very much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. Make it a great week.